Okay, and my apologies about the start there. Let's get a look at these teams and see what they're bringing. So, for the side of EDDA, we've got Daring, Yuyang, Gearing, Moskva, Napoli, Salem, Des Moines, Vermont, and a Kremlin. And that for that Napoli, there's the build on that. And then for the side of OHBOY, we have got Gearing, Minnow, Des Moines, Vermont, Krem, Gearing, Salem, Petro, and that good dance coming out again. So let's go to the overview and see how they're going to split this up as they go. So, initial thoughts as we look at this rotation and prep, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're going to see fast for both teams. Now, for the side of OHBOY, they've got that Gearing Minnow heading down to D versus Yuyang Napoli Vermont, which feels like kite side for both. Heavy pushes up to AB for both teams. We'll see how they're going to try to play that out and make this work effectively. So, as we look in here and we start to take a look, watch this daring here of Hitical Crit. Taking a very aggressive line to look at B. Nothing to spot him yet, and the early cap does go to OHBOY. They have that Gearing and Minnow combination down here. Now that is going to be a Minotaur with the radar, because they're just going to let the Gearing smoke, and that's classic. And I go back and forth on the Minotaur on the kite flank, because I feel like a lot of times when I've seen Minotaur play this King of the Sea tournaments, its effectiveness against EDs has been very, very limited as compared to what you do get from a Wooster or such. Now, there's other disadvantages, obviously, and advantages in Y, but that's just one of the things I've noticed is it felt very ineffective at actually dealing damage to the DDs. It'll do a good job against the Vermont Napoli. If it can get the right angle, it'll do, but the Yuyang, I don't anticipate it doing a lot, and maybe I cast or curse myself there, we'll see. Yes, mayhaps we cast or cursed ourselves, we'll see. Now, Gearing and Des Moines for the side of EDDA, they're going to smoke, they're slowing down the Gearing for just a split second. You can see that little wiggle there, because you're going to have the smoke, I would expect, coming out here in a second as they time the run. Des Moines probably making for that edge, I would think, though. Interesting there, of course, because the Marseille ban, you can't put the Marseilles you would consider putting there, but we'll see how it goes. Slight points advantage to the side of OHBOY to start. OHBOY Petro radars, they'll spot the Daring as the Daring tries to back in, and that's actually a more unique one. I don't remember on the Faro games I've seen so far the Daring's trying to back in there. We'll see how these Kremlin shots do. Kremlin shots coming in, and he gets him for 5k. Big hit from Eternal Titan. Petro radar down, but you got 5k off of Daring. Oh, and the Gdansk of OHBOY is taking a torp, ladies and gentlemen. Janir down to 16-6. And so advantages for both sides in hitting the opponent's DDs. Now, let's take a look down at this fight that's going to break out. Remember, Yuyang does have an advantage here of having a radar over the Gearing. But disadvantage is that you don't have smoke. And there's the spotting. And here come the shots, and let's see if I was right about the minnow damage to a Yuyang. Yuyang will pop the radar. First hit in is 1,000. Yuyang gets dark. Gearing sits there to try to draw fire on himself. He does draw the shots out from both the Vermont and the Napoli. Napoli now starts to take damage, and this is what I said. You know, if he can get the right angle, he'll be able to do work. That'll be the last HE that'll be fired on D United. Yuyang opens up, actually. And Napoli's gonna take a torp here. Takes the torp on the butt. Down to 50,000. Yu Yang respotted. Shells from the minnow in. Gearing did take about 5k, but right now this is feeling really good for the side of Oh Boy down on the southern flank. Look up at the north real quick. Des Moines and Gearing both spots. So you got that Des Moines of balance department up there, no smoke, and you can see that smoke played. But now the Des Moines just has to peel away. And Daring goes back in to challenge and try to take B. He will get reset by one gun. Second gun comes in, blind fire. They get another hit. They keep resetting that Daring. And the Petro is about to have the radar again as well. Now, little bit of a misstep there. Kremlin fired the last gun before the Petro radar was up. And so that's going to mean the Petro radar is going to be used, or not the Kremlin, the Vermont, pardon me. The Vermont is now up there. The Vermont's not going to have the ability to get off another full salvo, so he is going to lose out on some potential damage, but he does get him to 13k. And we can see Oh Boy starting to just roll this flank. The Des Moines of Blackjack never able to get up locked in there, Gearing cutting back, and now Chaos Helmy smokes, which will let the Des Moines start to pull out if he wants. They're going to take A, and now the danger becomes getting flanked here on your Salem and Kremlin. Oh Boy looking for a quick 2-0 right now. It sure feels like. Fire again on the Kremlin. Remember, Kremlin limited DCP, so he's got to pick and choose it. He's already used the heal, and now Yolente's just going to work him. Points lead is now 24 and slightly climbing in favor of the side of Oh Boy. Vermont getting farmed. Minnow will spot out the Yu Yang, and you can see here come the shots on the Yu Yang. Once again, gets 1,000. Gets another decent hit there. Couple more hits. He gets the Yu Yang down to 13k, and then he'll just switch right back over to the Vermont. But caps evenly split. Points lead just about 30 for the side of Oh Boy. They're also at 50,000 health. Like I said, this is now the danger. The Gearing and Des Moines. So, Gearing and Des Moines are going to try to slow kite this away as long as possible so that they can prevent this flank from happening. Because if they let the flank happen, the Salem's liable to go down. The Kremlin has a heal left, but he's already down. He has 3 heals left, but he's already down. He uses the heal. And so, yeah, Blackjack and Sea Lord's job is to try to deny this push as long as possible. And the Yu Yang takes a chunk. Minnow spotted him. Yu Yang down to 1,500 there. And Napoli also got to be very careful here. He's going to take maybe 1. Yeah, he'll take 1. 13k on him. DCP forced. And Kremlin backing away as well. On fire again. And you can see the rotations happening. Yolente's taken some damage there. He's moving over to B. The Petro radar. They'll spot the Daring, and I expect to see Salem shots right here. Doesn't look like he has guns prepped. Daring will get into protective cover. Yep. They know where the Daring is, but they don't have any way to deny him. But watch these torps on the Salem. This is what I was talking about the danger of where that Salem is. Salem's going to take 1, 2. He's down to 34,000. He pops the heal, but that's not a big heal. And now Reunited coming around. And here comes the challenge onto the Salem of Arserman. Is the Salem's heal is done. It's still ticking, yes, but he's only healed up to 42k. And now everybody starts to move on him. Des Moines is moving up in their smoke. Kremlin laces the shells in. Big hit on the Salem. Yolente doesn't have angle on him, but balance department more than making up for it, ladies and gentlemen. And EDDA, their Salem's done. He's trying to get himself to protective, but there we go. 15k, 8k. Who's going to be the kill? Here come the shots in, and here come the Des Moines hits. Des Moines hits him down to 2k. Shells come in. Salem finishes him off, ladies and gentlemen. First blood goes to the side of Oh Boy. They take a lot of damage on their Salem for that. They may lose Yolente because of this Moskva and Kremlin combo. He's down to 15,000. He's still trying to heal, but it's going to be counteracted well by the Daring's constant AP. Salem down to 15,000, heals up. He'll finish up at 17 or 18.4. But now the fight is on. How quick can they kill him off? And the Kremlin, or the Vermont, has to watch out for Kremlin shots here. They get the Moskva of Drug with the Salem, and now the Salem of Yolente is going to try to kill off the Daring. Daring in major danger here. He's got to get out of here quicker. The Salem's just going to lace him down to the ground. He turns it away. If he gets a fire, that would be big. Does not look like he's going to get it, though. And so with that Moskva going down, that points lead balloons quickly up to 250. And the health lead. And there goes the Yu Yang out down at the edge of our screen right there in smoke because of the minnow radar. This game's over. This game's over. 3 ships. Even with the minnow going down to the Vermont, which was a beautiful shot by the Vermont, there's just not enough left. You're going to see the Kremlin. Heinze's best play here is probably trying to ram out the Kremlin, but that's not going to be enough even if he does get it off. He's got the DCPs ready, down to 34k, but the Des Moines and company are just going to work him out of here. He's going to try to kill the Salem and then ram the Kremlin. I don't know if he gets it off, though. Especially Salem has the heal up. This might be a critical mistake, though, Yolente not healing. And I don't think Kremlin gets it off. No, he doesn't. Shots come in reunited. There's the 4th kill. 400 points. The only bright spot right now is the slow push down C to D, but everywhere else, this is just a loss for EDDA. Des Moines down to 27k. Shots come in down to 25k. He gets a gun broke. Gdansk opens up. Like, they're just firing willy-nilly. They know this game's over. And oh, look at this beautiful torp set from the gearing. I don't know. It's going to take one. He's going to be gone. He would have taken the torp anyway. But there goes the Des Moines. And ladies and gentlemen, oh boy, marching to a 2-0 and taking 2 points to start the game. Napoli takes a torp on the other flank. Heel finishes up. Shots out from the Vermont to try to finish. Captain Phillip goes down, ladies and gentlemen. 600 points. This game is over. Just 3 ships alive for the side of EDDA. And it's a valiant effort by them still here with their remaining ships, but you don't have what you need. The Petro and the Salem are just going to slap you down. You can see here come the Petro shots, here come the Salem shots. They're just going to slap you down. 8k from the Petro. Vermont comes in with a huge hit. Salem comes in with 3k. Vermont can heal all they want, but Mr. Seppel, or Mrs. Eppel, depending on how you read that, is going to be dead here in just a minute. Whew, that Petro is hitting hard. They do get... There's the gearing going down of EDDA. And that'll mean that right here, it's just 20 seconds left, but the Vermont, 11,000, his heel finishes up. And here it goes, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, taking it 2-0 with that kill, is the side of Oh Boy. They win the game, they win the series, and they take the 2 points.